Guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Prey is starring Amber Mid-Thunder. A skilled warrior has to protect her tribe from this alien predator that is killing humans for support. I was honestly really worried about this movie. It wasn't coming out on theaters, so it's like, oh, okay, it's going straight to Hulu and streaming and such not. And it's just like, I'm like, this is probably not going to be good if it's going straight to streaming. I'm not a big fan of streaming. I hate it. I don't like it. I prefer my physical movies, so, and going out and seeing it at theater. I'm that type of person. So it's kind of hard to live in a world that's like, yeah, whatever. I'll just watch it when it comes on streaming. And it's kind of frustrating because now some stuff is kind of going away a little bit, like physical movies and such. It's just, it's even more disappointing because I really liked this movie. I thought it was really good. And when I was watching, I was like, I would own this. I would go out and buy a physical copy of like a 4K physical copy of this movie. But I don't think it's gonna exist. And so that's lovely. It felt like the first Predator movie. I own the first one 4K. I don't own the other ones. I've only seen like 3 of them. I saw the first one, the second one, and the third one. So it's Predator 2 and Predators, if I can remember that correctly, or unless they. No. But yeah, I don't really remember them that much. I really only remember the first one a lot. I know there's Predators versus Aliens. There was the new Predator movie. I didn't go see, but I heard it wasn't that good, anyways. And so, yeah, this movie had a lot of fixing to do, and like, just being good, and it just brings everything back to grounded, and like just making it about the survivors and the predator. And I just had a lot of fun with it. I don't know. I just really liked it. Not a lot of character development, really. We don't really know anything about our main lead. Naru, yes, I was correct. I thought I couldn't really remember it. But yeah, we don't really know anything about her besides that she is really good at hunting and she's really good at tracking. I mean, this also takes place in like the 1700s, so it's like there's nothing like that much of character building that you can do. So I don't blame. So it's like I can't really hate the movie on that side of that part. But it's like I wish there was a little bit more something with her character. She was just like she is good for what for like a woman that's hunting and that can track in this time period. And so, and all the men, and it's kind of like look down on her. It's like, go back. We get that storyline. It's like, that's now like that everyday storyline. It's like when it comes to a woman that has to prove herself to men that she can do what you can do, which is a good message. But I wish there was a little bit of different spin on it. They did show the Predator a little bit too much because there were scenes where where you see the Predator invisible, and they kind of like show it what it's doing. It's kind of like tracking her, like instead of like having it be more of suspense and like it's like not knowing where it is. Like there's a scene where these whole entire like field of buffaloes are dead, and our main character was there, but then we see the Predator go to those buffaloes and like looking around, like we actually physically see him do it. And it's just like, okay, well, we know where he is and there's something else happening with our character, so it's like, well, we don't have to really be worried because we know where the Predator is. And it should have been just focused on her. Next, the Predator comes in and like adds this tension and adds suspense, and instead of just showing it. They didn't fit. Like they usually just hit it with its visibility, because if you guys haven't seen the first one, it can hide with this visibility tech it has, and it mostly shows it from that perspective. It doesn't really show its like face or anything until the end of the movie, which is fine. But I just wish they just didn't really show it doing like tracking or actually hunting when it's not hunting our character or characters that are surrounding it. But when our character is physically like in the presence of the Predator, it's really intense. The fighting, the gore is awesome. I really liked it. It has that somewhat of a Netflix type of gore feel a little bit, where the blood's just like it even has that sound effects, and it's just like and like say that a person gets cut in half, like literally the blood, like it's like dark red blood immediately drops. It's like that type of gore. Maybe they just didn't have the budget for the right amount of CGI, or they should just done practical effects. They probably did practical effects to a certain point. I don't know. It looked very CGI-ish at some point. Definitely in the third act when the Predator's getting more aggressive, you can definitely see that, yeah, you're a little bit of CGI. And so it's probably another reason why they didn't put it in theaters, because they just didn't think it would look or do good enough in theaters, which is fair enough. But I wouldn't mind seeing it in theaters. If Netflix is gonna put their movie like Gray Man in theaters, I would see this in theaters. People would go see this in theaters because people are going to go, because people are seeing the Gray Man. The Predator's tech is very different. It definitely, it's like, I was kind of also curious that, so is the Predator going to have the same technology like it did in the first movie, or is the technology going to be very different? And it's more like grounded, like level type of technology where they have higher tech than, you know, like that the tribe does, but they don't have like, you know, laser beams or anything like that. They're more like, you know, darts and such not. There's a couple of like, you know, spinning blades, like very futuristic tech, but overall, it's mostly like really grounded, showing like, okay, the Predator, this is like the time period where the Predators are like starting to like build their, you know, culture up, I guess. I don't know what you call it, their army or something, not like their technology. And so seeing that was pretty cool, seeing a different point of where they are coming from and how they do things is pretty cool. I'm curious if they're going to make another one, probably, because people are really liking it. I'm just happy that we actually got something better than what we used to be getting with the Predator movies. So it's just too bad it's on streaming, and they could have given them a little bit bigger budget. I'm gonna give Prey a B-. It's really a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys check it out. It's on Hulu. It's a Hulu original. If they drop a physical copy for this, I'll get it. That's something I would honestly own on 4K. I just like owning. It's a lot better. And if you ever run out, and if your internet goes out, like there's one person I know that's having internet problems. If you're a streaming person, you don't have physical movies, I guess you're bored. I mean, I guess you have a phone, but so, you know what? My point is still taken. If you have no internet at all, no service, but you have a DVR, put a physical movie in. Your problems are saved. So anyway, yep. Thank you very much for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.